Wow, one of the prophecies that were made by the man of God, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome, have come to pass. So in the year 2020, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome was hosting different meetings that were termed Your Loveworld. So he was doing this meeting mostly on a daily basis, where he was talking about the end times and also the Antichrist. So within those programs, he used to make some prophecies and just to let people know of the world that is to come. And some of these prophecies we've seen come to pass. So I'll be doing a series of video speaking about the same on different prophecies. So this is actually episode 1, but on this one we will just be analyzing the words that Elon Musk gave in response to what he thought about AI. So speaking about AI, first of all, one of the main co-founders of AI is Elon Musk, who currently, according to Forbes, happens to be the richest man in planet Earth. Think about it. So he just came out from a meeting with some of the CEOs. So the CEOs are the journalist on the ground was trying to get their attention, but he couldn't manage. But Elon Musk stood for a couple of minutes and just tried to explain what the meeting was about and tried to make the journalist understand the current state of AI. But the words and response that Elon Musk had to share were very shocking, because he's trying, or they are trying, to look for a way they can be able to control AI, because he feels that if AI, by any chance, if it goes out of control, then we as humanity allegedly might just be doomed. So it sounds very crazy, but these were some of the prophecies that Pastor Chris was speaking some years back. So on a later video, I will even be able to play those videos where Pastor Chris was prophesying on that. So make sure you watch out for that. If you have not yet subscribed, please make sure you subscribe and you follow through, because daily I will be releasing videos speaking about these prophecies and also just trying to elaborate more about AI. If you're not familiar with AI, in simple terms, I know you have seen you've seen the new technology that involves coming up with robots. These are crazy, very intelligent apps. All that is just part of AI. So, but definitely on later episodes we'll go in broader light, just to get to understand more about what exactly is AI. Yes, there are some positive impacts to our lives according to what they're saying, but also there are some underlying issues that are not being mentioned. So let us just play this clip of Elon Musk. Let's hear what he had to say. And I took this video, and then I threw the question to ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is still an AI. So for it to elaborate more, what was the co-founder Elon Musk talking about? And the answer was shocking. So make sure you watch out for that. But let's get to hear what Elon Musk was saying here.
I think the probability of there being some sort of AI regulatory agency that stands on its own, similar to the FAA or FCC, is likely at some point.
You think so?
I think so. Now, the reason that I've been such an advocate for AI safety in advance of sort of anything terrible happening is that I think the consequences of AI going wrong are severe. So we have to be proactive rather than reactive.
Wow. So what Elon Musk is saying here is that if anything goes wrong, if by any chance the AI are out of control, then the damage will be so severe, and not only to but to the whole world. So man, that's very crazy. That's
So as I was
crazy.
talking to Elon there, you can get a sense that he's putting all of this in a vast sort of civilizational frame, right? I mean, he's talking about the potential for AI to do harm to civilization across the board. That's something you don't really hear on Capitol Hill a lot of talk about, right? And so you wonder how that kind of sort of idealistic or society-wide approach to AI merges with the sort of legalistic, legislative, and lobbying approach inside the building here of some of these other CEOs and executives who are attending this AI forum today. How many of them are thinking of the future of human civilization, and how many of them are thinking of the future of their company's bottom line? That's the tension here at this meeting, Kelly, as we watch and wait for some of those CEOs to come back. And we expect the rest of this session is going to go on throughout the afternoon without some of those big names, but of course, some important discussions still to come for the rest of the day. Back over to you.
Yeah, a historical.
Yeah, so what the journalist is speaking about, apart from the civilization, which we'll go in detail in a few, is also concerned about what the other CEOs are thinking, because some of them are not really, maybe they're not very careful about what the danger outcomes might be when it comes to AI, but they're more concerned about what this means for them in terms of business. Will it mean now they'll have less labor, they'll be able now even to make more profits? Because you see, for example, some of the labor that is being done by now the laborers, which are the employees and staff, then you'll be able now to cut some of the employees, and you'll be able now to use these systems. You'll be able to use now definitely this new technology. So that is just the concern. So that is part of it. That is part of it. So I threw this question to an AI just to ask it the consequences of AI. So this is what Elon Musk had said. So the consequences of AI going wrong are severe. So that's what he said on that clip. So explain this in simple words. So I just took this and threw this to an AI just for it to give us an answer on what it thinks about. So it says that Elon Musk is warning us that if we don't use and control artificial intelligence, that is the AI, carefully, it could have very serious and harmful consequences. Imagine if a computer program like AI makes decisions on its own without human input and makes a mistake. The mistake will be so big that it causes a lot of damage, like a car crashing, because the AI system in it made an error in judgment. Musk is saying that if AI goes wrong, the problem it could create might be extremely severe. Think of it like a powerful tool. If you use it correctly and safely, it can be a very helpful. But if you don't handle it carefully, it can be dangerous. I think we need to repeat that line. It says, if you use it correctly and safely, it can be very helpful. If you don't handle it carefully, it can be very dangerous. So the AI is saying the issue is not on the tool, but rather on the person who is using that tool. Wow. He's also concerned that AI might become so advanced that it could even pose a risk to our entire civilization, like a threat that affects everyone. So he's emphasizing the importance of making sure that AI is developed and used in a way that minimizes these risks and keeps us safe. In simpler words, he's saying be cautious with AI, because if things go wrong, the results could be very bad for everyone. And that is the prophecy that Pastor Chris spoke about in one of your Loveworld sessions in the year 2020. Actually, it was around 2019, 2020, if I'm not wrong. So the way the AI works is that it is programmed. So the response that it gives you, whether you're asking it a question, like for example, the question I just asked. So it's programmed to answer questions. It's programmed to do maybe X, Y, Z works. So I'm looking at it and I'm thinking of it, for example, if it's a young child, definitely you program them until to a certain point. But there are two risks on that. The first risk is on the parenting. Definitely, if it's a good parent, we expect good parenting, good programming. But if it's a bad parent, that's bad parenting, that is bad programming. So that is risk number one. The second risk is sometimes kids, when they grow, they tend to have a mind of their own, and they decide to use their intelligence to now the way they find fit for them in the society, because human nature is designed in a way that it's always survival for the fittest. So those are the two risks that are at hand. So, but the Bible says that we are watchmen. We should always stay watchful. We should always we should always be prayerful. We should always be on the lookout, because the day that he is coming might be sooner than we think it is. So it's time for us to sound the alarm. So I'll be doing a couple of series just speaking about this prophecy. I'll play on one of the series. I'll be able to play that clip and just to analyze the prophecy and see exactly where we stand in as Christians, and how to be victorious in such a time like this. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to leave a comment right there on the comment section. Let me know what you think about this, and share the video with someone. Let it be a blessing to someone as well. Let them know what is up and the current world that we are in right now. So see you on the next video.